Tracker Alliance. Oh, is that someone in there? Okay. Toad stealing from the cops? Well, I mean, they shouldn't have put all their stuff out. Let's be real. This is their fault, not mine. There may not even be like actual stuff in here. We're gonna have to see.
How quick can you get that done?
And I just bought all these picks, and now I'm going to use every one of them. Every one of them is getting used right now. Sigh. Sigh. %, boyos. Ooh, it's not gonna work. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Wait. Dude, what is going on here? Did we just get the same loot out of 2 of those? It's a little suspect. A little suspect. We're not getting much at all out of these. Digipick is crazy. Digipick is awesome. I actually really like this system. It's very much grown on me as I've used it. Yeah, I really like it. Cool. Worth the level. Kill yes, baby.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake.
How did that get here? Space frog. I've noticed everyone's under the impression that you only get some temples every one, which is false. If you collect all the artifacts first, then start getting the temples, you get all 24. I'm on my 9th run through of getting the temples, and I've yet to not get one of the temples. When you say you get all the artifacts, do you mean you don't do the truncated storyline, or you do the truncated storyline? Like, how's that work? Am I 4-4 commerce yet? No. Probably should be. We'll go ahead and get that now, since that's going to take a lot of selling. Oh, go back to the trade authority and get rid of the contraband item? Do they buy the contraband stuff here? That's a great idea. Thank you. Because we'll definitely get scanned going out. Great call.
Losing security as you don't.
Visit Vladimir's house. It has a commerce journal.
If there's something you need, no matter what it is. Of course, of course.
What? Like it gives you a rank of commerce? Is that even a thing? Oh, no. A journal which boosts sell price. So it probably stacks with... Yeah, okay. It probably stacks with commerce. which is cool. Right. I only have 7 digipics, but
The Trade Authority appreciates
that should be
your
enough
visit.
for that place, I think. Hopefully.
As a tracker agent, my duty is to inform.
Ever play No Man's Sky? Yes.
Problem?
Whoa. Here we go. How are you going so horizontal when you use the boost pack? Oh, good question. Check out the boost jump thing there. Any possibility of playing No Man's Sky? Oh, I'll definitely play it again at some point. Don't know when, but
This is certainly different than anything else in New Atlantis. Decades unsupervised, and it seems this tree has decided it now owns this place.
this is fine. I'm not sure what just happened.
Best not to leave anything useful behind. Come on, there are worlds to conquer.
So if we sleep for an hour, it gives us all of our health back and gives us a 25% experience bonus. Basically, anytime we see a bed. Yep. Anytime we see a bed, we should just take a quick hour nap. Yep. That is something we need to start doing every single time we see a bed. 10%, yep. I think the turrets are taking out a bunch of these things.
Quiet. Did you hear that?
Those turrets aren't.
Yes, that is all. Very well.
Okay. Inaccessible. This is where we came in, right? Yeah. Did we explore everything in here? Oh. What this is. Of course. Huge waste. Okay, we're good. How many picks we got left? 5? 5. Okay. We already killed the turrets. Of course. I wish you could make digipicks. Kind of badass. Gun's useless. Yeah, we're gonna drop the big one. Just not doing it for me. Boom. Beware demons.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but we're all
Prepare demons. You know, I remember there being a bunch of Master Lock stuff in here. And I haven't seen one yet. I wonder if that stuff is RNG. I think it might be. Huh. Cool. Awesome. Oh. Hi.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us.
Yeah, sure. Great Serpent.
My
Yeah.
thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Ooh. There's a master. Okay. Maybe that was the one I was thinking of. Boop. Oh god, is he watching? I hope not. Don't look at my D-pics, bro. Hi. How you doing?
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Did you say the thing pouring out clouds upstairs is called a venom tree?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls and release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment.
I think
But
it's fair.
I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
Spaceport's in rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably.
Wow.
Do I see this all clearly?
This guy just like knocked it down like dominoes. Correct. That's right.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Va'ruun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Va'ruun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You're 100% in. I'm in.
You have mine as well. For what that is worth.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
I'm surprised Andrea's not like, we should talk. We've gotten a lot of likes with her, which is good.
Let's hope.
Dude, I missed this. Yesterday marked the beginning of my 10 years House Va'ruun's ambassador in the United Colonies. I arrived full of hope, believing our gesture of opening this new embassy would demonstrate that we have moved beyond our bloodstained past, but we had barely been in New Atlantis an hour when the troubles ahead of me began to reveal themselves. Suspicious glances and sneers from numerous strangers. My fervent wish this embassy will come to be seen as an emblem of a peaceful future. This morning I was roused from contemplative prayer by the sound of muffled shouting. Upon investigation, I discovered a sizable group of United Colony citizens engaged in a protest on my doorstep. My attempt to engage them in discussion were fruitless. Most would not speak with me, and those who did refused to believe that our intention in New Atlantis were purely peaceful. Each day my frustration grows. What have I done to merit such scorn? Sia Maven arrived at my embassy to receive a visit from such a high-ranking priestess, a Gravid no less. With the intention of engaging in talks with the United Colonies, I was overjoyed. Such a gesture from the house could only mean those skeptical of our efforts could at long last see merit in our work. But it seems I was deceived. Sia's stated mission and her actual intentions are clearly at odds. She has refused every opportunity to engage with representatives from the United Colonies. Instead, she speaks incessantly about the need to surveil the very diplomats whose trust I've dedicated of months of effort to gaining. I must find a way to make Sia see. I believe tonight's dinner will be the perfect opportunity. Our UC host, Deputy Diplomat Roland, is level-headed, reasonable, I dare say even sympathetic. Great Serpent, is this a test of my faith? Do you truly wish to plumb the depths of my loyalty? What other explanation can merit why you would permit such a spectacular disaster? When one of Roland's more boisterous guests, an officer of some type, perhaps having enjoyed one too many glasses of Chandra, asked, "But how can we trust you snakes after what you did?" That I believe the Gravid reached her breaking point. They were only words, but words are the battlefield on which diplomacy is fought, and I realized too late this was a salvo Sia would not let pass. As dessert was served, Sia excused herself. We waited for her return and waited, and when it had become clear the Gravid had simply left, I made my pleasantries and rushed back to the embassy. There I found her packing her things. When I asked where she was going, she stated simply, "I have seen all I need to." The last of my staff left today. Our embassy is now effectively shuttered. House Rune's leaders have ceased all communications with the UC. Our own orders from Dazra were not much better, standing as a single word, return. Dude, he was told to go back and never left? There's been no word from my people in months. I've made several attempts at contacting them, but I'm uncertain if my messages are reaching Dazra at all. Why allow us to come here, make a home for ourselves around a distant star, only to demand a return when the first bit of resistance is met? Because of some drunken slight, even Sia is not that influential amongst the court. No, there's something larger at play. The recalling of the staff. It wasn't because of the incident with the Gravid. A change has occurred. Yet by staying, I now may never know what it was. Only time will tell.